welcome back to is this only every 24 hours? I have opened this within the last 24 hours, haven't I? But welcome back to yet another Geometry Dash recording. Or I guess if this is your first Geometry Dash recording that you're coming to the channel for, thank you for coming to the channel, visiting. I appreciate you all very much. I tried to destroy that one. That was a cool looking icon. I try to destroy the ones that are cool. But the first recording I made, I defeated the first 6 levels, completed. I guess not defeated, they're not really bosses, they're levels. I completed the levels and got 3 coins, and I completed them in normal mode and practice mode. That took me about an hour and 15 minutes. And then the second recording, I completed the next 3 levels, and I got in normal mode and practice mode. I got 3 coins on them. And that took me about an hour and 15 minutes. So just following that logic, we went from 6 levels in one video, 3 levels in the second video. I think this time around, I'm probably only going to be able to get 1.5 levels. So probably only going to be able to finish XStep and its 3 coins in normal mode and practice mode. Yeah, because it is supposed to be 1 difficulty level harder. And then Clutterfunk, I remember Clutterfunk being quite a bit more difficult. I remember Clutterfunk being quite the jump up in difficulty. So first things first, I'm going to go get my bev. I keep leaving my bev in the hallway. It's really embarrassing. This is maybe the second or third recording I've done this in a row. It doesn't make that big of a difference because I use my headphones as my mic, so I can take my mic into the hallway with me, but it's just embarrassing that I keep doing that. Bev, ice water, as always. It's the best bev for gaming, trust. It's frustrating because now I gotta like resituate my chair with my desk, and I gotta fix my lumbar support pillow again. I had myself all situated, and then I was like, oh wait, I gotta go get up now. It's embarrassing, but it's all good. Alright. Let's just try it out. I'm ready to jump right in. Let's play some XStep. Yeah, I remember the song being super cool on this one. Crazy music, I'm loving music. Oh, that was close. Coin is nearby, but I don't remember where it is. In the middle? No, bottom. Oh, I should have risked it. That's okay. Oh, a cool key? I just got a key. What was that? Oh, it's crazy. I should have risked it. I knew where that was. If I remember correctly, doesn't it switch the direction and you have to... Oh man. Doesn't it switch the direction and you gotta get the 3rd coin flying backwards? I don't know, I'm thinking too far ahead. I gotta focus on what's in front of me. I love this beat drop. I get so distracted. The beat drop with the lights, I'm getting really distracted. I love it. I gotta contain my excitement and just game. This is XStep, not Time Machine. I don't know why I thought this was Time Machine. Doesn't this level just give you all such like a spooky Halloween vibe? That's the vibe I get from this level. Oh yeah, I kind of just panicked when I hit the direction changer, gravity changer, whatever it's called. I definitely could have just finished the flying part upside down too if I wanted. My mind was somewhere else. I say that all the time during these Geometry Dash recordings. If I'm not paying, oh wow, I got really lucky there. If I'm not paying the utmost attention to the task at hand, if I'm thinking about commentating something like a memory, and I know I'm going to make easy mistakes. So I was thinking about like, oh, I remember this part right here. I remember this part being so difficult as when I was younger. Say as a kid or when I was younger. I'm still young. So you have to like fall in there, but then there's an invincible cube as well. That one's difficult. So you have to continue to control the ship once you're in, or what? What's that all about, I wonder? I wasn't paying close enough attention on it. Funny enough, I wasn't paying attention to that coin either, but that coin is a little bit easier. I got lucky. Oh, I knew it. I knew it right away. I was absolutely too high. I was going to say, see, I wasn't paying attention again. I was ready to commentate. As much as I love the coins, I might have to skip that second coin for just a second, just to get a better idea of the rest of the levels. Plus, I might be... I gotta focus. That might be a coin I need to practice a couple times in practice mode before going for it in normal. I don't want it to be a run killer, but you know, it's funny, this really simple flying part, dude, this really simple flying part has been a run killer for me. I'm just too busy trying to commentate and reminisce upon what I remember about this level. I think if I just lock in at that flying part, I'll be able to complete it, because I don't think it's that difficult, funny enough. I think this flying part is more difficult. And I've beaten this one with much more success than the other one. Alright, let me pay attention now. This should not be that difficult. I made the conscious decision. I'm going to skip the coin this time. Ooh. I like that coin already. Oh, did I hit it too late, or did you jump there? I wasn't even... I think you jumped there. That's crazy. That started to look like Clutterfunk. That was legitimately difficult there. That's where the levels really start to turn up. That's where the men are separated from the boys, for sure. Oh, I knew it. I knew I flew too high on that attempt. Dang it. Probably not gonna complete the level in this attempt anyway, so no worries. Oh no, the first like 20 attempts aren't for completion anyways, most of the time. They're just for intel. Especially the more difficult these levels are gonna get, I'm gonna need more and more and more attempts for intel, and they won't even be for completion, so I'm not even too worried about. Okay, so no, you do drop down, alright. Oh, you do have to hit the blue one and then jump. So what I was gonna say is I was doing a lot of that off of muscle memory. I was like trying to react, and I was like, don't react. Just let go and your brain will remember. I know it was 10 years ago, but just let go and your brain will do the work. And it really did for a good portion of that. Oh no, I thought I could have gotten it. Alright, now I gotta be careful, because that coin was not that hard to get. Now I'm being lazy. I'm missing it like every time because I'm getting excited about the end of the level. Oh, really? Dang, I thought I had a little bit more space. I've talked about that a couple times during these recordings. The other two recordings I made. Sometimes I die, and way before I even died, I'm like, no, I know what I did. I know the mistake I made. Other times, dang it, see, I'm not focusing on that coin at all. I gotta start paying better attention to that coin. Other times, I die, and I'm like, really? I thought I nailed the timing. I didn't realize I messed up. That one always, that version of a death always makes me sad when I didn't realize it was gonna happen. When I see in advance I jumped like way too early, I'm like, oh, then that's just my fault. I feel dumb. But other times I'm like, really? I died there? Alright, come on. So fall, but then you have to hit it right away. Oh, see, I got choked up. I was like, wait, what do we do here? Because I was looking too hard for the blue one. I should have just waited for it to go. I was looking for it. And since I was looking ahead into the level, I was not paying attention to the two spike right in front of me. Okay, let's focus. Okay, I think I'm good enough at flying to get that coin, so I just need to pay attention and focus, because I do not want to miss that coin when I finally complete the level. So I should make sure every attempt at the level has that coin. I gotta stop being lazy about it. I gotta lock in when we get to that part. Funny, I've mentioned during the other 2 recordings I've made that flying is definitely one of my bigger weaknesses. They definitely test your flying skills on this one, I'd say. Oh, I hit it immediately. You gotta wait. I'm getting really excited right there. I gotta calm down. I bet if I just calm down and reacted and let the level be the level and I just reacted to the level, so that makes any sense. I was gonna say something else and sounded kind of stuck. Alright, let's focus. I should be able to get this point. Huh. My ship fell and I feel like I didn't stop clicking. That was weird. But then again, I did kind of feel my fingers slip at the end. I didn't think I had completely stopped clicking. I thought my finger just slipped forward on the mouse button a little bit. But that was apparently enough. Oh man, alright, let me wipe my hands really quick. Hold on. Sweaty fingers is definitely starting to mess up my inputs a little bit. 10-minute mark, getting sweaty. Hey yo. Alright, let me see if I can still live here. Ah, yeah, I could, nice. Didn't want to completely waste the attempt. I'm a little bit vain. I like to check the levels and see how low their attempts are sometimes. A little bit vain. Ooh, that one is really hard to recover from. Definitely, I feel like I have the least control and the worst timing in the ship. It's okay, that's why I'm practicing. I'm sure that coin is really easy too. I just don't quite understand the mechanics of it, and I think I would rather learn in practice mode. So I'm gonna wait until practice mode for that coin. This part of the level is so cool. So cool. The music along with the, oh man. Last point. Wow, that part is so freaking cool, dude. That part was so cool. Yeah, where's the last coin? It's at the top, isn't it? Don't you have to like fly through at the top, kind of like in Stereo Madness? How many attempts did that take for normal mode? 15? Not bad, but I only got 1 coin. And it took about 13 minutes, so it's not super rewarding. Let's practice the second coin along with finding the third coin. I don't even think I saw the third coin. Man, I'm excited to do that level again already. I really want to practice the ending one more time because, dude, that ballpark, the music is so cool in my opinion. And I'm glad I didn't say anything. I was gonna, see, I wanted to practice the coin and I messed it up. Oh man, I was already accelerating, huh? Alright, hold on. Control there. Alright, I'm just gonna skip it because practice kind of put me at a weird angle and I didn't want to reset the practice point. Anyways, I was just gonna say I'm glad I didn't jinx myself, but I was gonna say like, oh, thank goodness I'm good at the ball because I'm able to react to all this really easy. It feels pretty smooth, and I'm glad I didn't say anything because I'm sure I would have died immediately if I said something. Alright, so let me see if I could just like pay attention. Okay, well, let me take back the checkpoint. Put the checkpoint like right there maybe. Nice. Can I fall in? Oh lord, hold on, I messed this up. Hold on. Put it back right there. So do I fall in and then no? So the answer is not to fall in and then gun it. What's the answer? Fall in. You kind of have to gun it so you don't hit the floor. So it really is just to fall in and gun it. All right. Delete this marker. Take me there. We go. Take me back to here. Geez, so you really gotta fall in. You gotta get as close as you can to the floor, essentially. That stinks. Just, oh man. see, but if you hit the floor, there's spikes. Oh man, that cube right there is going to be the death of me. Oh Lord. Man, I'm so bad at flying. You know what? I kind of feel like... Which level was it? Time Machine? I think this is kind of like... Or maybe Cycles, the ball part of Cycles, where I'm like, I kind of just have to go for it. There's no point in practicing it. I don't feel like I'm going to get any better at this timing, you know? I feel like if I hit it, I hit it. I feel like... It's not that it's even... I don't know, I can't say that it's not difficult if I'm missing it over and over. Alright, let me focus. That helps. Alright. Okay, I could have done it that time. Man, they gotta like that. If there was one less block at that entryway, I think it would be so much easier. Man. Alright. Alright, I think I figured out how to get into the opening. Let me explain my thought process. So I'm trying to fall very slowly, lose my momentum very slowly. You see how I'm hitting the thrusters a lot to keep stopping my falling momentum? And then right where there's a really large gap between these two blue bounce pads, and I keep trying to fall through that gap. I feel like that gap is pretty easy to see. So I'm trying to appropriately adjust my... Oh, that's the third point. I'm an idiot. The third point's right here. I was acting like I couldn't see the third point earlier, remember? Alright, let's see. I think you just jump over the blue pad, right? Let me jump over the blue pad. And then you just gotta start spam clicking, I imagine. Alright, hold on. Jump this. Time this jump as late as possible. Missed it. Difficult practice timings, huh? Oh, see, that's why it's difficult, because you can only spam click the first two bounce pads, huh? Oh, and I didn't spam click in time, alright. That one's not very hard. As I fail it over and over. Would like to think I'll be able to beat it when the time comes, but only time will tell, huh? Dang it. Come on, man. I feel like it's just a little bit more difficult because I'm in practice mode. I feel like in regular mode this one will actually be a little bit easier. That's the hardest part for sure, is waiting as long as you possibly can to hit that jump on the spike. I think I'll be able to do it though. Way too early, silly guy. Jeez, well, talk about being vain. I just put on like 100 attempts right there, so whoops. All good. That's also kind of why I don't care, because I know when it comes to getting all 3 coins, it's gonna trash my attempts. So, on these harder levels at least, obviously for like Stereo Madness, you didn't need to practice that much. And then this part should be easy if you already have all 3 coins. I thought there was gonna be like a coin at the... Oh! I said it should be easy and then I died at 98%. Imagine if I do that during the actual level, I'll be so sad. Alright, only spent another minute 30. But let me think of where the 2 coins are. You have to hit that weird little gap between the 2 blue bounce pads during the flying part. Get as close as you can to the floor, stop your momentum, for your falling momentum, by constantly thrusting the ship upwards, ayo. And then the third one, you have to wait to jump over the blue pad, and then spam click, but only twice. Alright. I think I got it. I'm so happy to be listening to the music for XStep again. was a little early in that ball time, I guess, too. My mind is obviously thinking towards the latter parts of the level. Still got to get that coin for a good practice. That's the problem about practice, though, is now I'm thinking about the coins, I'm not thinking about what's in front of me. Don't forget those levels. Might do it in 2 separate attempts, like hit the second coin and then just try to play it safe. Nah, we're going for it. Oh, I forgot it's not for free. I thought it sends you right back down for free. I'm such an idiot. You have to hit the jump pad. Dude, I said, no, we're going for it, screw it. And then I messed it up immediately. I'm such an idiot, dude. That would have been clean as hell, though, if I would have hit that. Oh, that would have been so nice. I'm like, nah, we're going for it. 2 coins, first try. That would have been nasty. Alright, it's all good. This time. Oh, I felt that. Yeah, I definitely flew too high. Man, my spirits are defeated. That was it. That first attempt, that was it, man, and I let it go. I was like, okay, you hit the jump, just relax for a minute. No, you don't have a minute to relax there. Oh, my. Oh, missed it. I literally told my brain to relax. I cannot believe it. I genuinely said, take a minute. Focus on this part. Oh, I tried to start like gunning it right at the end. I thought the ship would have started coming up. Man, I came from too high up. I should have kept breaking my momentum a little bit more. It's just a difficult little gap to hit for me personally. I'm super weak in the flying department, so as you guys can see, I mean missing that coin again. I definitely knew that was going to be the hardest point of the level for me. Meanwhile, I completely disregarded the third point. I forgot where I was until practice mode. That's crazy. Ah, dude, see, and then I got too chicken. I didn't want to fall too much like I did the first time, so I didn't fall enough. Yeah, that's just a tricky gap for me to figure out. It's really difficult for me personally. I've had other people that are good at the ship nail that first try. Yeah, I don't even know what I was so distracted during that flying part. I didn't even get close to the coin. And then I just blew it afterwards. Had to regain my focus. I'm excited to beat these levels because I really want to start the theory of everything in Electro Man Adventures, and I feel like I'm kind of supposed to go in order. I feel like it's just more entertaining if I go in order. I don't know. I don't even know if we're going to attempt to get all 3 coins on Clutterfunk and Theory of Everything, though, to be honest. We'll see. But it might just be more fun to start moving on to other levels, like Geometrical Dominator. Alright, hold on. Dude, that one hurt. That's one of those ones I was talking about where I swear I started pressing on the accelerator in time. And I just didn't have enough power, so I just dropped right into the floor. That hurt. That one I could have sworn. I started pulling the ship up in time. And it extra hurts because I nailed the gap too. I fell within the gap, so if I could have just gotten the coin and rid on the ceiling, that would have been really nice. And again, now that I've been spending 5 minutes and 10 more attempts into the level, they want me to forget, y'all. Robtop wants me to forget. I'm not gonna forget. That third coin, man. Don't. Alright, wait. Nice, fine. Don't forget, you gotta keep clicking. Ah, I missed it. I'm not willing to continue the level if I miss it. I missed the jump because I was so busy about thinking about the mechanic. Once you make the jump, you gotta click 2 more times to survive. So I was so busy thinking about that, trying not to forget that I blew it. Yeah. yeah. Now I'm so busy thinking about that and commentating that I'm not thinking about the task in front of me. Alright, let me lock back in. Yeah, it doesn't, I don't know if it really makes sense to separate the 2 coins. I feel like I should go for them both at the same time. I was going to separate them, but now that I'm playing the level, it feels like just go for them both, honestly. Because I feel like I'm not going to fail that third one too many times. I'll fail it a couple times, but I feel like it's the second coin that's really the difference maker. I didn't think I was going to make that. Oh no! I didn't click. I totally forgot. That's on me. That's on me 100%, dude. I don't know why I keep thinking it's going to be a portal like that, and I just get to fly right through it, and I don't have to click anything. It's not a portal like that. It's a jump pad. You have to. Oh no! Be careful. You have to click it. I'm being such a fool with that. I keep forgetting. Robtop did good. They're getting me distracted. Oh, I'm getting blown up. I'm gonna have to reply to a text after this, y'all. Bummer. Alright, oh yeah. Very distracting when I get texted 3 or 4 times in a row. Yeah. I don't need to reply to that right away. Sorry about that, everyone. When it's always like 3 or 4 texts in a row, you're like, okay, is something going on? Do you need me? Why are you texting me 4 separate times? And then you see it's just like 4 small messages, and you're like, okay. Alright. That maybe could have been a 2-sentence long message, but that's okay. No worries. Most people I text me in multiple small messages, and most people that I text them in one like larger message. So I realize that I'm one of the only ones that does that, so I don't think it's other people. I'm aware it's me. I'm aware I'm the odd one out. Alright, click this time. Click this time. No! Frick, dude. That's the thing. When I'm paying attention to remembering to hit the click, then I'm constantly mistiming the jump. Shoot, man. I got the little devil speaking on my left shoulder. He's saying, hey, maybe you should separate the coins. Maybe you're not nice like that and you need to do it separately. Oh yeah? Watch this little devil on my left shoulder. Right? Little angel on the right shoulder is telling me this is the run where I get all 3 coins. I already got the first one. Watch this. I'll never forget one time in middle school, I got caught playing Geometry Dash. I don't even really remember what level. Yeah, I fudged that from the beginning. I was too busy telling a story. I think it was XStep or Clutterfunk. It was definitely around this time, this difficulty. And I remember the teacher calling my name and being like, hey, you playing on your phone? What are you doing? Because I was being very obvious. I was looking straight down at my desk. I had my phone in my lap, right? My little iPod or whatever. And I remember I was at 83%. So just with no shame, I was like, yeah, I'm beating the game. Hold on, I'm almost done. They were like, excuse me? Get up here right now. Give that to me. And they were like, the teacher was super pissed. But I had never gotten that far on the level before. So I was like, yeah, hold up. And my friend was right next to me watching, and he was also a Geometry Dash fan. Wait, let me nail this. What? I dang near got to go back and watch that replay. That was super weird. Did I drop too early? What did I even hit? So he was watching me play the level, and he was dying because he was like, no way this dude waits to beat the last 10% while the teacher's yelling at him. So like I started standing up while the teacher was like, no, stop what you're doing, get over here right now, this and that. And then I slowly walked to the front of the class while I was still playing the level, and I beat it while I was walking towards the front of the class to hand the teacher my iPod. And then I ended up handing it over at 100%. I was like, yeah, I don't even care, you can have it. By the time you give it back, I'll have a new level completed, so I'm not even mad. Alright. Come on, man. Alright, I remembered everything now. No silly mistakes. What even happened? Can I actually watch the play? Oh, you have to. Maybe that's in like the big settings. Oh man, genuinely? What happened? Did I do an extra jump or something? Because if I would have just came out normally in the ball, I complete the level. I complete the level there for sure. So I don't know if that was my fault or a silly little glitch. I genuinely don't know what happened. I'm so sad. I really thought that was it too. Because I feel so confident on the ball part. I really thought, oh, got it for sure if I can just get to the ball part. I think I did an extra jump because I was a little bit excited maybe. I've come out upside down on that portal back there before too because the jump pads just messed up. I was like clicking jump during going through the jump pads. So I've encountered some silly little, I guess, man, see now I'm not paying attention to what I'm trying to say. I've encountered some weird stuff on this level before. But yeah, just as I thought. I just looked over at the recording and it's taken 30 minutes already, and I still haven't even gone through one level yet. So I'll just focus on getting all 3 points for XStep, and then I'll just, with whatever remaining time I have, however long that took, I'll just use the rest of my time up to about an hour and 15 minutes to play Clutterfunk. Oh, we're good. I got close. Alright, I need to lock in. I'm tired of missing this. I didn't think I was going to make it that time. Dude, I'm not willing to take it if I don't get the point. That sucks. How much longer could I have waited for that? I really feel like I waited the maximum time. That's one of those ones that hurts. I swore I did it right that time. Obviously not, though. That one hurt. That wasn't like one of those little mistakes. I guess it was a little mistake. I just swore I hit the timing. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, I saw that one immediately. Oh, 10,000 jumps. That's a lot. We're at 10,000 already? That was quick. That's one of those ones, though. That flying mistake I just made, that's what I'm talking about. I saw that from a mile and a half away. Now my mind is somewhere else. I gotta focus back on the task at hand, remembering all the jumps and reacting appropriately. Or else I'm going to get back to the coin, and if I'm not locked in, I'm going to miss it. I'm going to be really sad. I really should practice getting that first coin, but at this point I'm just like, if I can use either one of the last 2 coins. Oh man, see, because last time I jumped too early, and then that time I'm like, okay, well let me try to get as close as I can to this little spike, and then I waited too late and I get hit by the spike. That hurts, man. That hurts. I feel like oh crap, I barely corrected that. I feel like I got out of there in time. I feel like I hit the jump, but that's okay. It's just practicing consistency. I'm a little bit sad because it makes the video less and less entertaining the more and more time I spend on this level right here. Yeah, as I keep dying and not paying attention. Because then less levels get completed in one video, and I feel like the more that you get accomplished in one video, the more potential it has to be entertaining. But then again, I have to remember I'm also doing this as a passion project. I'm not always doing this to be entertaining. I don't actually have an audience yet. If I had an audience up paying my bills, then I'll care a little bit more about being entertaining, but right now, I don't know, this is just for me. No, yeah, see, I'm getting so distracted. I'm so busy commentating during these flying parts. Alright, let me try to go silent for just a couple places. Maybe it'll be the difference maker, because We're at that crucial point, that 30 to 40 minute point where my brain starts getting cooked. All the colors start, or all the objects start blending into one large blur. All the colors start mashing in together. Alright, lock in. I guess I felt it. I guess I felt that I pulled it up too early, but that corner block, man, that corner block frustrates me so bad. I was vibing too. I was really feeling the music. I was really enjoying the music. That corner block is going to be the death of me, man. I kind of thought I had it. Alright, sorry y'all, I definitely had to go quiet there. Woo! Unlock 30 secret coins, let's go. Eesh, sorry about that, gang. I definitely had to lock in. I had a lot of commentary going through my brain there, and I just had to push it all out because I was like, no. If I start commentating, I'm going to make a really silly mistake. But to be 100% honest, as soon as I went through the ball portion, I was like, hey, the next 10 to 15% is free. I'm not going to make a mistake in the ball portion. I was like, I might make a silly mistake at the flying portion, but I was like, I definitely won't make a mistake at the ball portion. So as soon as I got to the ball, I was like, hey, it's wraps. I'm good. Alright, let me reply to this text really quickly. Sorry about that, y'all. And then I will start some Clutterfunk. I'm a slow texter for anyone who knows. Alright, sorry about that, y'all. I say this every single time I have to stop and text during a video, that like y'all would swear I'm leaving a paragraph or like I'm saying a bunch of stuff. It's only like 1 to 2 to 3 sentences. I'm just so slow at typing. It takes forever. But I'll make sure to leave timestamps. I'll watch these recordings back and make sure that I timestamp for anyone who doesn't want to have to sit through the text, because that can be annoying. I'm a massive fan of Clutterfunk. I love this level. I might not like it by the time I'm done with it, but I like it right now. I remember it being so cool, and I love the shift you get from Clutterfunk and Electroman Adventures. I remember it being super cool. I'm glad we beat XStep. That was kind of difficult. Yeah, I was going to say I'm almost positive there's a point at the top. Base drop was crazy, by the way. Oh, really? I did it too early. Okay. You know what's funny is I was just thinking in my brain, hey, I probably got this part. It's the ball part. I know I haven't done it in years, but hey, look at the ball part. I bet I could get through it. Nah, no way. I'm glad I didn't say it out loud, but apparently you don't have to say it out loud to get cast this curse. I think I might attempt the coin this time, but on the same hand, I'd be happy to just get another shot at the level, because I'm definitely going to need a couple shots at the level. Alright, let me try it. I mean, it's doable. It's really difficult in my opinion. It's not good at all at flying though. Crazy base drop, I love it. See, I was gonna commentate lazy flying here. I really should be trying to do the like the stutter method where you stay in the middle by constantly using the thruster with very small amounts, but I was just being lazy because I'm not a good flyer. I kind of knew it was gonna bite me in the tail, and it ended up biting me in the tail. It's all good though. This is such a fun level. So chaotic and crazy. It's such a fitting name, Clutterfunk. It really is just a Clutterfunk. I'm gonna try to keep practicing that coin, but we'll see. You really gotta make sure to fall there as the ball. I guess I did time it too early the first time. And how the music times up with these jumps is just ridiculous. This is what I was talking about. You should try to be constantly hitting the thrusters. No, I mean, you really do gotta cut that angle hard, so you really have to be careful at that one drop, maybe, is what I'm not paying attention to. But I still stand by what I said. It's still better to practice non-lazy flying, in my opinion. So that is still a really steep drop and then incline there. I think you have to drop hard and then incline really hard, regardless of whether you're flying lazy or not. Plus, is that the first... Oh, I was not paying attention. I should have tried to grab the coin for good practice. But is that the first time we get small ball and small shift? Am I tiny ball right now? If I didn't say it already, I love the way the level lines up the jumps with the music. Because now we're the tiny ship. I feel like this is the first level that you get to be the tiny ship. You know what's weird about that? That time, I swear, I pressed it more than early enough. That time, I started pressing the accelerator to go back up like halfway through the jump because I've been hitting the bottom every time. Is this just too much momentum? Like, do you have to be braking your fall the entire time? I'm definitely going to have to practice that part of the level a couple of times to understand what I need to do there. I'm glad I'm getting there pretty consistently though. I think you just have to remember that the gears aren't the actual hitbox. The actual hitbox is just the spike. So as long as you're not paying attention to the gear and you're paying attention to the spike, you'll be okay. The heart is a much bigger hitbox than the actual obstacle. Oh my goodness. See, and now the problem is I'm just getting psyched out because I'm thinking way too far ahead. I'm like, oh, okay, so when I get there, try to do this and make sure you're positioned here and make sure you do that. And then I'm just dying at an area where I should have been paying closer attention to something else. That time I should have been paying closer attention to accelerating over these little spike wheels. Alright, hold on. Now my hands are getting super sweaty. Let me do a quick little hand wipe off. I'm actually really happy with this. I already kind of did 1.5 levels, technically. I did all of XStep and I got like, 50% on Clutterfunk. That's pro math. That's 1.5 levels, right? I'll make sure to complete the level in practice mode before the end of the video. That'll definitely make sure to make it feel like 1.5 levels. Alright, sorry, I had to lock into that flying part. I did not want to commentate. The ball, I feel a little bit more comfortable to just run my mouth and let my mind fly. I feel like the ball is kind of reactable. It's pretty easy to see what's going on if you just pay attention and be quick enough with your reaction timing. Alright, hold on. Yeah, and then back to big ship. I think that is the first time. Oh, that coin is going to be impossible for me. Y'all know that's my weakness. Oh, wow, you have to jump. Did I not jump in time? Wow, dude. Woo! Let me take a deep breath. That gets hectic at the end of the level. That gets Clutterfunk at the end of that level, dude. You know what I would call the end of that level? I didn't even get into the last 25%, but I would call that level a Clutterfunk at the end. It was sick though, the music, it was woo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It was getting crazy. I got like a little bit more high pitch, super cool. That coin though, I'm definitely fine to leave that coin and come back for it. That coin gave me PTSD. I died to the first coin just thinking about the second coin, man. Man, my brain was not able to react quick enough at the 74% mark where I died. I should have fallen and then jumped, but I couldn't see it happening quick enough. If I would have had that muscle memory, then maybe it would have been fine. But now I know, but then I don't know what comes directly after the fall and jump. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention at all. See, now my brain is thinking about the end of the level, and I need to focus on the task at hand, because I always say that, and I don't really have to do it until these levels. These levels are harder. Like, I need to be paying attention. I think the better and better I start getting at this game, and the harder and harder of the levels I try to start playing during when I choose to record, I might have to start commentating less and less. Maybe do voiceovers of my gameplay or something. I cannot focus during those flying parts for the life of me. Oh, I forgot to check out the level that I unlocked for getting 30 coins. Alright, I think I figured out how to get that part. Wait a minute. Can you just... It's regular flying to get that coin. I thought that was an upside down coin. I might attempt it. I might attempt that coin. I was trying to pay closer attention to the coin itself, so I ended up dying to the level. But that coin looks doable. I might have to try it. But I also forgot to check out which level you unlock for getting 30 coins. Did I get 30 coins? Is XStep even... I think it was, yeah. It was the 10th level. Alright, this is terrible practice, leaving the level in the middle of the level, but is it? No, Deadlocked was 20 coins, right? No, Deadlocked was 30 coins. I have heard of this level before. It starts out with the crazy intro. It's crazy. Hold on, listen to this, y'all. Oh wait, never mind. I'm completely wrong. That's super embarrassing. Different level. Am I thinking of Theory Everything too? No, not even that one. Oh, that's so embarrassing. What am I thinking of that sounds like that? Is it Clutterfunk? Yeah, it's Clutterfunk. Listen to this music, y'all. Isn't that crazy? It sounds like I mean, okay, yeah, Clutterfunk. Alright. I was gonna say, it sounds like club music. Damn, we're that close to Clutterfunk? Goodness. Alright, sorry for the interruption. I was just really curious what we unlocked with the 30 coins. It is Deadlock. Now I know. Now my mind can rest. Sorry. So it goes Clutterfunk, Theory of Everything 2, and Deadlock. I have never even gotten past like 10 or 20% on those levels, I don't think. As y'all can see, this is definitely a lot closer to my skill cap. I don't know why I need some bev. Hold on. Let me sip bev, please. I could feel it was enough acceleration. I was like, hey, you don't need to accelerate anymore. And then I just kept accelerating. Hit the roof as the ship. I'll get that. I gotta start editing some of these videos and putting them out. I've recorded like 5 videos for Power World, 5 to 10 maybe. And I've recorded, this is my 3rd video for Geometry Dash. I'm just so lazy. I don't. Oh man. Alright, I really gotta start paying better attention to that flying part because it's starting to hold me back now from practicing the rest of the level. But I just get so lazy, I don't really feel like editing them. Because then you gotta rewatch it to, put it in the timestamp. You gotta make a thumbnail, all this stuff. It takes a lot of time and effort. And so I have like another 10 videos waiting to be posted. I really gotta post those, is what I was saying. Probably attempt this at practice pretty soon here just to be able to assure that I can get to the end of the level. Then I'll get so excited thinking about the end of the level that I won't be able to pay attention to the task at hand. Man, is this why they give you a ship on Clutterfunk? Because there's quite a couple hard flying parts. Is this like where you get your stripes? If you're a pilot, this is where you get your wings. Funny because I was doing fine on that timing earlier. Now I've butchered it like every time. Might have to be a level that I'm okay to beat on the first time without getting the coins though, huh? I don't know, I just feel like I'm supposed to get that coin. It feels too easy to lose, to be honest. Man, the music sure is chaotic in this part. I like it. Alright, I'm gonna ignore the coin this time for the sake of the level, but I definitely think I know how to get it. Okay, so you need to hit it immediately. And that's what I said too. I literally died to that last time and I was like, you need to be holding jump as you're falling. That is, you fall on top of like a triple spike diamond. You gotta go. That's embarrassing. That's the second time I've died to that. I wonder if I'll be able to react after that though. I'm not even ready for what comes next, huh? Good that I got there again though. I had to get a little bit quiet and lock in, but I'm just happy I finally got there. Oh, really? I guess my mind was somewhere else. I always say that, but right when I was thinking of commentating, I was going to say, and I got there with the coin too, so I was super happy about that. And then that's what I was thinking of saying instead of paying attention to the ship. But I think this is definitely the first time they introduce you going into a small cube and a small ship. And they make you jump over a triple spike as a small cube, so I definitely hate Robtop developers for that. My mind is somewhere else. I was not paying attention, dang it. That's one thing I like about other games, is that you can kind of just let your mind roam freely and you can meditate, think about whatever comes to your mind. But this game, you kind of can't really be thinking about what you're going to have for lunch or for dinner. You can't be thinking about all that nonsense. You got to think about what next jump is coming up. Or you have to be like watching your ship really closely, thinking about how you're not going to hit that spike right to your head. Really? Bummer. That's my fault. I should have broke my momentum at least once. I thought I would have cleared that gap. But what was funny is that I thought I went too high. So I was like, oh, since you went too high, definitely fall down really hard so that, you won't hit anything else. But that's what they try to teach you with this level, is that your momentum shifts so much more drastically when you're the tiny ship. You can accelerate up so much quicker and you can fall so much harder. Which is kind of what I figured out earlier, and I didn't even say anything. that one part I kept dying to that I finally started to beat pretty consistently, that little flying part. I'll try to articulate how I learned to beat it once I get there, because now I'm kind of blanking on what came to mind for me. Flying is still my biggest challenge for sure. Every time I get that coin, I'm like, oh, barely. Alright, right there, I learned to just try to get at a good angle and then fall through and then kill your momentum at the last second with a mini. Okay, wait. I just didn't react to the jump quick enough. That sucks. I thought I did too. That's why it really hurts my feelings. I thought I pressed jump quick enough. But alright. You have to literally press and hold the jump button while you're falling at that time. Isn't that crazy? Anyways. For that one flying part, I learned to just like position yourself at a good angle and then start your descent through, and then you're going to want to break your descent with multiple small accelerations. So pretty much just like any other flying, you put yourself at a good position and then you control your positioning. It's obviously a little bit more difficult. I definitely feel like I'm going to be able to get that second point eventually. Not this time, but maybe once I practice it, the second point is doable. So watch. Put yourself in a good position and then, oh man, I was so busy on commentating, I wasn't paying attention. But I did get through, so I proved my point. You put yourself in a good position, you start your fall through, your descent, and then you hit your accelerator once or twice just to break your momentum. And then once you get through, you have to re-accelerate. The de-acceleration into an acceleration. So fall, and then fly through after. Alright, let me focus. Wow, this is hard. That's the hardest part for sure. That flying part is brutal for me. But I feel like I get a little bit of a breather with the ball. I'm okay to react on these ball timings. I don't struggle with this too much, but then this part kills me. I gotta watch it. That second coin is a small gap, but it definitely looks doable. Wow, you really have to hit that jump a lot earlier than I would have thought. I thought you have to wait like a second for that jump. You gotta go immediately. That's crazy. That's crazy. Yeah, man, you barely have to wait at all for that jump, because I feel like you're tiny, so you're not gonna jump that far. But I guess they really do introduce that mechanic in this level as well, becoming a small cube. So I feel like I'm not going to jump far enough to clear it, and I am. So I'm like, oh, I just got to lock in, huh? I was too busy commentating. I wasn't paying attention. That's okay. Not quite ready to beat the level yet anyways, so if I miss the coin this time, it's not that big of a deal. Oh wow, I finally messed up the ball part. How funny. I think that was my first time missing the ball part. My mind was certainly somewhere else, to be fair, but I've been commentating that part and meditating that part this whole time. Oh lord. Okay, so now my mind is really somewhere else. Let me wipe my hands. And then we're approaching the 1 hour mark of this video, and we've only reached 75%. So really quickly, let's just beat it in practice mode, because I said I would. And then that way we can also kind of get an idea at the end of the level, because I do not know if I'll be able to react to that last 25% without getting at least one look at it, one little cheat, one little sneak peek. Sneakity peekity. One thing I've never liked about, oh man, I can't even commentate during practice mode. One thing I've never really liked about practice mode is that you don't get to hear the music of the main level. Listen to what I said there. I did not say I don't like the practice level music, because I do like the music of practice mode. I just don't like that you no longer get to hear the normal mode music, and I always like the normal mode music a little bit better than the practice mode. Practice mode's not bad. Alright, so I'm definitely willing to die here. Wait, let me... Okay, I gotta put a marker down. Yeah, hold on. Right here. I'm going to die a bunch of times because I want to test this out. Alright, that looks like a small gap. I think I could... It's like a small gap, but it looks doable. You just barely have to get over the saw. Is that it? Saw is a lot bigger of a hitbox than you would think. Is that why? And then you probably have to go upwards really hard again because the saw blade on the other side. Alright, this coin is not as simple as I once predicted. I'm definitely gonna have to get this coin on the second attempt. The first attempt will... Yeah, see, because then you gotta floor it again or you'll get hit by this. That's crazy. First attempt will just be at completing the level. Second time around, I'll work on getting all 3 coins. Man, this is a nuts coin. I'll at least get it in practice mode at least once. Oh man. For anyone who's a bad flyer like me, this is your kryptonite. This is your arch nemesis for sure. See, because then you have to come upwards to avoid the saw blade, but not too far up or you'll hit the ceiling. Like, oh man. Man, that's no joke. That's no joke, man. That coin is no joke. You gotta be holding the jump button right away. That's so crazy to me. See, these 2 jumps, you have to hit them way sooner than I would have thought. That's why I was not ready for them. And then the changing of the size is so cool. They really do it so well. Oh wow, okay, and then a little fakie at the end. I would have not reacted to that, huh? Oops. Alright, come on, pay attention. I guess that's what I was trying to be aware of, is like any of the false ending jumps. I don't think we saw the 3rd coin. I would like to try that again. The 3rd coin is right at the end, isn't it? Okay, nice. So it brings me to the last checkpoint. I do appreciate that. Take away a checkpoint or 2. So do you like fall maybe? Crash tester, do 500 attempts. Nice. No, that's not it. Where was that 3rd coin? Am I just not paying attention? It's definitely going to be somewhere over here, right? Well, no music is terrible. I would way rather have practice music than no music. No music so I can just hear myself dying over and over and over and over again. This is painful. I do not want to listen to this. Where's that 3rd coin? Oh, maybe it's quite a bit earlier. Go back. Okay, so it's probably over here, right? I'm thinking surely it's somewhere during this upside down part. Huh. Did I see it already and I'm just being really dumb? I'm like, oh, there's no way I'm going to be able to get it. I feel like it's got to be like right here, right? Okay. there like a timing in which I can do this? No. That is not how to get the coin. Let's go back even further then. Is this the second coin or the third coin? That's the... Because where would the second coin be? It's the second coin, right? There's no coin in the ball part, and then that's the first coin, right? Where's the third coin even? Alright, let's give this about 10 more minutes. If I can beat it in 10 more minutes, then that'll be cool. It's not too worried about it. Definitely willing to make another recording where I finish this level, complete it, and then take a stab at what's next. Theory of Everything or Electroman Adventures. I love both of those levels, so I'm very excited to finally be moving on to some of the more difficult levels. I'm definitely not going to worry about getting the coin anytime soon anyways, but where is the other coin? I didn't even notice it. Yeah, I wasn't paying attention at all. I'm so frustrated. I was about to commentate, and then I told myself, no, you're doing good, don't commentate. And then because I was so busy thinking about something other than playing the game, I made a mistake. I should have just commentated, but what I was thinking of saying was, I don't even know where the coin is. I feel like I know where the first and third coins are, or is that flying part the second coin? That flying part is the second coin. Because I swear I don't see the other coin, right? At the 30% marker? That's like the first coin, right? That's the flying part. And then you get the second coin when you're during the second flying part. Where would the third coin be, I'm wondering. No. I don't see the coin anywhere in there, so I don't think it's in the ball part. Sorry, y'all, I had to lock it in there. Let's go! Let's go! Clutterfunk! Sorry I had to be a little quiet, but I'm definitely not sorry because... collect 500 mana orbs. We love to see it. What is this? Oh. Okay, just hide the UI screen? That's kind of weird. Why would you want to see just this? Alright, anyways. Nice! Completed it. Only took 3 tries. Took 3 minutes. Psh, you guys know me. Too easy. Where in the world is that third coin? I'm gonna have to like dang near look that up online. I could not even find it within the level, but oh, nice. Theory of Everything. But so I'm definitely gonna have to go back and get these coins, so I'll do that separately. I don't even know if I'm gonna record doing that, but I'm glad we actually got to get 2 levels in 1 recording. So since I've still got, you know, roughly 6 minutes left before that hour and 15 mark, and these videos don't have to be an hour and 15 minutes. I've just noticed that's about a good amount of time for me to play. My brain stays sharp for about an hour and 15 minutes before I start feeling my movements really suffering. And I don't know, I feel like the video won't be entertaining as well, but what I was gonna say is let's just give a Theory of Everything a quick couple attempts, so we have something to look forward to for the next couple videos. sheesh, man. They're not letting up with the flying. I don't think they ever will. I think you're always going to have to be good at flying to beat these levels. I want to get to the base drop for this song. Excellent. Oh, first UFO appearance. Nice. I remember that coin being absolutely impossible, so I'm not even going to try it. I think that was the first UFO appearance, though. I think none of the other levels officially had the UFO. Also, pretty soon here, we're probably going to be skipping around, because I think Geometrical Dominator is way further down the line just because of when it was made. And I just want to try that level pretty soon here. So. Genuinely, how do you get that first coin? That's ridiculous. Not great at the UFO, but I'm not terrible at it, I guess. Oh man, sheesh. Alright, we'll end it there. We're getting to around 50%. But just the fact that they had a ball timing good enough for me to not react to it quickly, I know I'm not nasty, but I'd say the ball and the cube are probably my biggest strengths, my strongest strengths. So if they have a cube time and that was messing me up, I'm really excited. I'm really impressed. I can't wait to continue trying that level. So for anyone who watched, for anyone who enjoyed, oh, that's super cool. I want that icon a lot. Anyways, for anyone who watched, for anyone who enjoyed, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. If it's your first time to the channel, thank you for coming. If you're a return viewer, thank you so much for coming back. I appreciate y'all. And until the next one, have a good time. Peace out. I'll catch y'all later. GG's.